Hey guys, so I'm away at the moment, so I'm just making this video from my car, but I wanted to keep up with my videos while I'm away. So I just wanted to make a video about the feeling going on right now. And I don't know if anyone else has felt this, but I do have quite a few friends on the spiritual path, and I feel a lot of us are sort of collectively going through similar things. But I've really found that over the last 2 weeks, so I don't know if anyone else had this journey, but I felt after about 2016-17 my energy just couldn't get to those high levels like it used to. I felt, those feelings of bliss, and when everything's just magical and synchronistic and you just feel like you're in that space just between heaven on earth. I think they call them thin spaces, but I felt like I was in those regularly, frequently. And yes, I was dropping out and having horrible periods as well, where I would cry and stuff would come up and I'd be really triggered, which doesn't really happen so much anymore. I feel like everything's a lot more like this. So the low is more the balance, rather than the low being way down here, crying my eyes out on the floor. But I did have really high periods in those times, and then somehow after around 2016-17, I think I had one after that around 2000 and just before we went into a lockdown. But other than that, I just never managed to reach those high states anymore. It was like they were shut off from me. And when I chat with other people, it does seem that since COVID that was the case for a lot of people. And I think there's several reasons for that, but I do think one of them possibly is that we weren't connecting as much and we weren't meeting new people and mingling new energies, because even if we were out and about, you did tend to only see people that you already knew. We weren't really doing many circles. A lot of spiritual events just stopped. We weren't out there connecting with new sort of heart-centered people. And whether we have loads of ego or not, I think people that attend spiritual groups do all want a heart-centered experience, and they do have the same vision and the same goal wherever we're at that stage or that day or that year. And I feel that was a big part of why we all dropped out, or a lot of us dropped out, and a lot of the people I talked to dropped out. I think there was a lot of other things going on, but it just felt like there was almost a glass ceiling, and I felt I was living a regular 3D life, and I wasn't really able to tap into those high energies. I wasn't feeling like things were magical. And I also put it down to that I was really doing a lot of manifesting and this constant affirming. I guess I just got sick of not getting some of the things that I wanted, so I started doing this quick fix, just affirming till you get it. And I got some of those things, but none of it was magical. I wasn't in that glowing state. I didn't feel the energies that I wanted to feel. And actually that period made me realize that those energies are more to me than anything. Any person, anything is pointless if you don't have, to me, if I don't have those high vibrational, life feels magic, I'm connected all the time kind of energy, and you just feel bliss, at least in and out. And yeah, the last couple of weeks I've definitely been getting it back, and I always find that when I get into that state that things just manifest miraculously. It's like miracles happen, things that I maybe casually talked about. Like I've always wanted to go to the Maldives, and just the other day one of my friends said, oh, do you want to come to the Maldives for free? I mean, I don't know whether it's going to happen or not, but just things like that show me that I'm back in my flow, that I'm back in synchronicities, just things I don't have to ask for or think about, just drop in. And it's just a feeling, it's just an energy. And I don't know if I'm quite to the peaks I had, but I'm definitely starting to feel it build up again. And I just wondered, collectively, if people are feeling similar experiences. This dropped off the post that I just posted. I just found it on I just posted a plant, and I just found it on my scarf. So I don't know if that's a sign. Fragile, handle with care. But I do sort of feel that, I'm getting into those states, and I probably do have to work with, have to preserve them and not allow myself to drop back out and do the things that are not helpful to keeping me in those high vibrational states. But yeah, I just feel collectively from most of the people I've spoken to that are, on spiritual journeys, that a lot of us are feeling like we're getting back there now, and sort of access to those higher energies is coming back again. But honestly, it felt like there was a glass ceiling and you just couldn't push it out of the way, and we were sort of more stuck in this 3D experience than, you know, that feeling where even though we're in the 3D world, you're always connected and it's always a little bit magical, and you know there's more, and synchronicities and magic things are happening all the time. So I feel this is coming back, and I do feel that we're about to kind of get into better times. Don't get me wrong, I think there's always stuff going on that pushes us to evolve. Life is always cyclical, and I think the longer you're on this journey, the more you realize that life is cyclical, and it's not really about just staying there all the time, but you know, you have these experiences so you can get there to a higher place, or you can appreciate it more. You know, now I appreciate that state so much more than when I first was in it, because I was in it, but I was still, oh, I really want this person, or I really want this thing. And now I realize that's so irrelevant if you don't have that energy. So I do appreciate it so much more this time around. And yeah, I just feel that we're entering a space for I don't know how long, but where we're going to be able to tap into those energies again for those of us that just felt they were really difficult. And I don't think it's just a personal journey, but maybe it is. But you know, I do find there's quite a few people that have had similar experiences, so I'm kind of throwing it out and seeing if anyone else feels similar things and they also feel they're tapping into higher energies again at the moment. But I'll try and make a few more videos from with my family at the moment, so I'll see if I can jump on and make a few videos and post them while I'm here. But I hope everyone's having a great week, and chat soon.